After Connecticut's Department of Public Health released its first ever school-by-school list of vaccination exemptions, it published a corrected and updated version today. So what was the difference? What happened? Channel 3 New Haven Bureau Chief Matt McFarland is live with the mobile newsroom in Prospect now with that part of the story tonight. Matt?
Well, Denise, it all comes down to how the school districts reported the numbers. Now, overall, Connecticut has a high vaccination rate amongst school children. But when the original list came out last Friday, the exemptions were growing. Some districts reporting 20%, 30%, 40%. Now, a number of districts disputed those numbers. And today, the state came out with a new list.
Better safe than sorry. That's the way I feel about it.
In fact, Linda Jenkins tells us she recently got a vaccination herself.
I would rather get it than not. I mean, there's so many crazy diseases going around today.
And it turns out most parents in Prospect feel the same way. But you wouldn't have known last week by looking at the numbers provided by the state. Last week, Prospect Elementary School was listed as having exemptions for more than 25% of its students. The numbers released today show it's actually just 3.3%. The district tells Eyewitness News it's significantly lower because instead of putting in data for each student, they were counting each vaccination. Prospect wasn't alone. The state got about a dozen calls from school districts questioning the numbers and then worked with those districts to identify and correct reporting errors. At Haddam Elementary School last week, the total exemptions were just under 20%. Today, the number is down to 3.7%. And the state originally reported Reading Elementary School with exemptions of more than 41%. It's actually 8%. Today, the state's health commissioner said, quote, "I think we can clearly say at this point that although our overall percentage of young children immunized for dangerous diseases, such as measles, is strong, there are some pockets of vulnerability." Today, parents who do not believe in vaccines were at the Attorney General's office for a peaceful protest. With the country experiencing its worst measles outbreak in years, there is a debate over whether or not Connecticut should continue to allow a religious exemption.
We just feel that this is the beginning to a very slippery slope of erosion of parental rights. It's a separation of parents being able to parent their children, and it's inserting
now in August,
the
the Department of Public Health will be putting out a video showing school nurses the correct way, the process of reporting those numbers, so everyone is on the same page. If you want to see the updated list, school-by-school list from the Connecticut Department of Health, we've got it all on the Channel 3 app. We're live with the mobile newsroom in Prospect. Matt McFarland, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.